Hey guys, see us Rise Seattle here in another video that I feel like was needed. You didn't hear the MLB and the MLB Players Association is having negotiations on Thursday of this week. So we might be seeing the MLB come back and everything's gonna start rolling again. And before that happens, I want to do a position we kind of need right now. And I'm going to go over, I think, the top 5 fits for Seattle Mariners third baseman. So I think these are going to be the 5 best players that could definitely fit in and we could acquire. So coming in at number 5, this is going to be a little bit of a shocker. It shocked myself. Kind of found this guy, Josh Donaldson. I think he'd fit perfectly into that lineup. You know, he'd be a 3-4 hitter. He's gonna hit hard. He's gonna hit hard, and he's gonna hit up. He loves the angles and all that stuff. In 2021, he let's just say he was pretty good. In 135 games, he hit 247 with an on-base percentage at 352. With a slugging at 475 and an OPS 827. The big thing, the OPS plus 127, which means he was a really good hitter. He was 27% better than the average hitter. So, he was good. He had 26 bombs. He hit for power. He had 26 doubles. And I think he'd fit perfectly as a righty batter. And as you see us go through this list, there's different kind of guys I'm looking at. I'm not just specifically power guys. But, yeah. He's definitely just on the cusp, though, because is Minnesota going to really give him up? Probably not. But I'd love him in Seattle. I think he'd be one of, what's the word I'm looking for? Fan favorites. He's gonna, sell jerseys. He's a good player, and coming off a solid year, I love to see him in Seattle, but chances are he's not gonna be in Seattle. Number 4, Abraham Toro. This is, I think, the only option we go with if we don't really feel like we want to spend the money. I expect it to happen. The only reason why I put him above Donaldson is I don't see Donaldson leaving Minnesota. So I think Toro, I think Donaldson would be a better fit. But Toro can play third base. I think his arm isn't totally the best. I think he's more of a second baseman, but we got Frazier now. I mean, you could always, switch them. But in 2021, it had a combined... he had a combined 11 home runs, 6 with Houston, 5 in Seattle. In Seattle, he hit 328. In Houston, or no, he didn't. He hit 252. I was like, 328 sounds pretty good. His on-base percentage was 328 with a slugging at 367. He was still below average hitter, though. Only with an OPS of 97 or 96. So, am I really feeling Abraham Toro? No. I think he definitely can be a good player. I don't think he's started or quality, though. I mean, he might be a good trade piece. I don't think he will start. I just think he's more likely to start over Donaldson because he's already in Seattle. But that's about it. I mean, right now on the depth chart, he is the starter. I don't think he will be, though. I think we're going to pick up one of these next 3 guys. And if not, I think we'll trade for someone else, like a Donaldson. Coming in at number 3, Jeff McNeil. And I said we're going to switch it up a little bit. Jeff McNeil is definitely a bit of a switcher. He can switch it up. Definitely, someone who does not have the strongest arm. like Toro, but unlike Toro, he hits way better. In a down 2021 year, he hit 251 with a 319 on base percentage, slugging 360 with an OPS at 679, with an OPS of 88, which is not good. But with McNeil, I think it was a down year. I think, obviously with all these players coming to New York, will McNeil fit, especially with Cano coming back? No. So I think he even is on the trade block currently. So in past years, we've seen him be a star. I mean, in 18, he had an OPS plus of 138. 2019, he had an OPS plus of 143. He was an all-star that year. And then in 2020, in the shortened season, he had an OPS plus of 130. So I think it was a down year. I think it was a down year for him, especially in 2019, his full year. He played in 133 games. He played a full year. I realistically think he'll be good. I think he'll be better than 2021. You could see him hit. I think he's always a high average hitter. He's not going to hit a whole ton of home runs. He only hit, he hit 7 last year. Even if we could see like a mixture of 2019 and 2018, I think that's solid. I think we could see a 120 OPS. I think Jeff McNeil could be a huge starter in Seattle. And people know him. And coming in at number 2, Trevor Story. He's gonna be number 2 because I think number 1's a better fit. Trevor Story, down 2021 year. He hit 251 with an on-base percentage at 329, OPS 8. Slugging percentage 471 with an OPS of 801 and an OPS plus of only 103 at Coors, and that's where I really don't like it. But you gotta think, he thought he was gonna be traded. He never got traded. Colorado, I think, just wasn't a fit for him in last year. He's averaged an OPS plus of 120, or not average, but in the last 2 years before then, 2020 and 2019, OPS plus of 120. 2018 and 2019 with all-star years, he can hit up to 20 to 30 home runs. Maybe in T-Mobile Park, probably hitting about 20, 25 with a solid probably 270 average. But Trevor Story, I think, with that glove, he is definitely going to be great at third base. I just think there's one guy who fits this criteria better than him, and I think he also will more than likely sign with us, if not Philadelphia. If that doesn't give you a clue for number 1. Number 1, Chris Bryant. Man's an absolute stud. In a down, you hear me, down year in 2021, in my opinion. Or, was that even a down year? I'm looking at his stats. Holy crap. He raked. Can I get the... Man. Never mind. He's definitely number 1. In a Cubs uniform, OPS plus of 130. In a Giants uniform, definitely a more pitcher-friendly ballpark. Still a 113 OPS plus. Jeez. Hit 265, I'm going to say, about the average. 265 batting average for both teams. Hitting 25 home runs. 2 triples. 32 doubles. And a 144 a game. Don't. Might not be exact. My man raked. He was an all-star 2021. Oh wait, here's the averages. Okay, his averages were 224 OPS plus, 265 on batting percentage, with 25 home runs and hitting 265. So, yeah, I think Chris Bryant's definitely number one, and he's got a gold glove. So, or he doesn't have a gold glove, but he definitely has a really good glove. But if we could see even a 2016 Chris Bryant, I'd love that. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope the MLB can negotiate and we can get some contracts and we can start seeing these players get signed. So make sure to like and subscribe. If you want even more rankings like starting pitching, I'm thinking about doing that. Let me know in the comments. And by doing that, also, if you want to see more videos like this, hopefully the quality gets better and I get more comfortable with this microphone. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys next time.